Hey everyone, welcome back to, I guess what can be called More About That Tune now. I appreciate all the positive feedback. Seems like people liked hearing a little bit more interesting stuff about specific songs. And, three that I have this week are three of my favorites. I think you should know all of them, hopefully. But either way, some interesting stories to share here, some interesting guitar things to point out, and if you have other ones you want to hear, please by all means send suggestions, because it'll help me avoid the inevitable guitar writer's block or whatever video makers have. So the songs I wanted to talk about are Take Me Home Country Roads by John Denver, Roundabout by Yes, and Something in the Way She Moves by James Taylor. All absolutely amazing songs, some fun stories behind them, and starting with Take Me Home Country Roads, what I wanted to share beyond it being a great song was kind of how some of these classic songs that are really maybe only one guitarist and a singer, maybe with an extra guitarist with it, like can be so interesting. And part of it was back in the day, if it was just someone playing in a cafe or someone playing in an open group with their acoustic guitar, the straight playing doesn't really resonate. And so if you can become your sort of own rhythm section, you can do alternating bass. You can have that be over top strumming of chords, and it creates a great rhythm, plus you're kind of your own rhythm section. So a lot of songs do this, especially in folk and country, bluegrass, blues, even in jazz and other genres. People who are solo players do this, and it's kind of nice. It allows little solos to go over it, because again, it leaves it pretty open. It's not like a full band, and someone can do little frills like that. So I'll just show you a little bit. Take me home, country roads, to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. So you can see there, instead of it kind of has a beat that's driving it. You can even add a little frills like the walk bass up. So my recommendation is, if you're looking to get into guitar and stick with it, the most important thing you can learn is that alternating strumming, because it just makes things sound good. It's not too hard to learn. It takes a little coordination, but it just allows you to play songs by yourself and have it really round out the tune. Two quick things I'll tell you about this song too. Supposedly, the writers who wrote it with John Denver came to him and told him they were going to sell it to Johnny Cash, which makes total sense. I mean, he would have done this song great justice, but I guess John Denver wanted nothing of that and wanted to keep the song. So the rest is history. And if you're looking for another interesting version of this song, check out Toots and the Maytals. They're a reggae band, incredible. So such a fun version of the song. So next is Roundabout by Yes. Yes was a 70s progressive rock group. Amazing songs. I cannot even come close to playing most of them. Mind-boggling. But this intro to this song I find very interesting, very famous. And Steve Howe, who clearly has classical training, put this together as an instrumental, and then it became part of the eventual song. I do kind of laugh when I hear that Marvin Gaye and people are suing for things sounding too much like theirs. I mean, imagine how rich Bach and Mozart would be if everybody had to pay up for the influences that they gave. But one very cool thing about this is the use of what are called harmonics. So on the string, if I pluck a string, halfway there is a ability to just hold my finger over it and produce a harmonic version of the note. And same at the fifth, seventh, So people have become amazing at doing this. I mean, this is just a very pretty rudimentary example. You can even shorten the string and you can produce it elsewhere based on where you've held the string down up here. And I'll post a video of this guy, Tommy Emmanuel, doing it. It's unreal. I can't imagine how many hours he practiced, but this one is doable for me, and it still produces a very pretty dimension to the song. So I'll just play it now. Not perfect, but it's fun little close there. And then it goes into this, I mean, just crazy electric and explosion of other instruments, and they're so very talented. So definitely check out that full song if you've never heard it before. Next is Something in the Way She Moves. First interesting thing is this thing is used. It's called capo, and you essentially shorten the string, and instead of having it open, you put it in what allows you to put it in another key. So even though I play an E here, essentially I'm playing a G. So I can play the same song, but based on the singer's voice or the certain color or brightness that someone's going for in a song, you can actually move the capo. Here Comes the Sun is all the way up here. Some songs go for kind of like a more minor thing, so they'll even just go up a half step. I don't know why Landslide and Something in the Way She Moves picked here, but usually it's based on the range of the voice that the singer is going for. And so very interesting, two very interesting things about James Taylor. One is the intro to this song supposedly was the audition for him to be able to sign with Apple Records, which at the time was with the Beatles. So he played this for George Harrison and for Paul McCartney. And once he clearly, obviously passed the test, supposedly this has inspired George Harrison to write the song Something, which is unbelievable in and of itself. But then also he ended up being given the studio time at Abbey Roads that the Beatles weren't using when they were recording Abbey Roads. So in the middle of the night, James Taylor was there recording these future songs like Something in the Way She Moves and Sweet Baby James and Caroline on My Mind. And he was in England yearning to be home. And so Caroline on My Mind was an obvious, story there. But just so crazy that he got to sit in on the Beatles writing these, give his input, have them hear his songs, and just remarkable. So I'll play the song. The second thing I wanted to point out was just how masterful he is as a strummer picker. It is sneaky how hard to do and how much practice it takes to get his style of picking and playing down. It seems so easy, but it is very difficult. And I would put him, Lindsey Buckingham, and Mark Knopfler as the three most, popular people who just, it's like, I wouldn't, how they do what they do is amazing. So let me just play a little bit of the intro into the chorus, and I'll just show you a couple things. But it's such a fun song, and I spent a lot of time just trying to make it sound like James Taylor. So I'm doing my best, but that's essentially trying to mimic what James Taylor does. Instead of going which is actually, with the way he sings, would be beautiful anyway, but I mean, he puts these frills in that just make the song amazing. That one, I mean, all of his songs and his longevity are a testament to him doing this, but I'll definitely check out the full Something in the Way She Moves. I don't want to make this song, make this video take forever, so I'll leave it there. But just, you know, if you're watching his videos, pay attention to just the way he incorporates a bass in to drive it, and obviously what he's doing with his fingers, both right hand and left hand, to create an amazing melody. So hope you enjoyed that. We'll definitely try to keep up with this and keep coming up with interesting songs and interesting stories to share. But with that, hopefully we'll get some recommendations from you and play some of your songs that you want to hear. So thanks very much, and till the next time, be safe and well, and we'll talk soon.